Good day and welcome to Exit Alliance. We are a national group of advisors that specialize in lifting business value and creating and implementing exit strategies for business owners. We do this so that the business owner can easily transition to the next phase of their lives, whether that be a new venture, a new business, or retirement. In this short series of video clips, we attempt to answer a number of questions around exit planning and lifting business value. Today's question is:
one of the questions that I'm often asked is, so now I understand why I need an exit plan, so what are the steps actually involved in creating and implementing an exit plan? Well, I think we first need to understand what is the exit plan. And for us, it identifies where you are now. It sets the destination of where you want to go. It gives you optional routes of how to get there. It updates the directions when you go off course. In other words, some things, life happens and the business doesn't go quite according to plan. So what do you need to do to get back? It enables you to step out of the driver's seat, knowing that you can still get to your destination. That implies that you can give this off to management. Or if there's a new owner that comes along, they will still be able to get to a destination. In essence, an exit plan is a GPS, growth and profit solution for your business. So what is the actual process of setting up an exit plan? We believe that it is multi-stage and completely comprehensive. Looking at each stage individually, we start looking at your goals and objectives. So we look at what are your family goals, what are your personal goals, and these don't necessarily coincide. Although they overlap hugely, often there is a need for an individual element to the goal setting that you set. And of course, what are your business goals? Because your business goals are largely tied to what you want to achieve. Is this a legacy? Is this something that you need to leave for your family? Is it intergenerational wealth transfer? These are things that we tease out and make certain that you're fully aware, and we document them. Then we start taking a look at the values that are within the business. It's the owners and family members. Very often we have owners who have been working in the business for 30 plus years, and this is their business. This is who they are. So when change happens, are they ready for that change? And more so, how adaptable are they to that change process? This is absolutely key in understanding what needs to happen to make this a successful transition with no regrets. We also look at your personal financial readiness. Are you actually ready to transition? What do you need to have in place in order to be ready for transition? And then, of course, very key to this, if you have managers and key personnel, we need to make certain that they are aware of changes that may be coming through. And this is a very confidential discussion because you may not want to tell them immediately, but you need to understand how they're going to react. So we go through this in a process of being very confidential, but making certain that we have the key data necessary so that we can put together a proper comprehensive exit plan and transition strategy. We look at the entity value, the business value. So what is the business? And in this we say, okay, the business comprises of a great many elements, but what do they contribute to your overall value? We look at competitors, we look at the economics of your business, the financial model, we look at the operations and make certain that everything is documented and in place. And we do a risk analysis as well. So it's not just compliance, it's not just insurance, it's a complete and comprehensive review of your business to understand where there are potential opportunities for improvement and how you can minimize and mitigate against risk. And of course there's the financial analysis as well. So we really get a comprehensive understanding of your business. Then, where appropriate, we start looking at vendor-specific valuations. So this is a situation where you might have something which you just need to have For insurance purposes, what is the value of the business? For yourself, the insurance might be on yourself, it might be on your business, it might be on a key man, it might be on somebody else, but you need to understand what that is. It might be a fair market value where you're actually going to be selling internally, so you need to understand, although it's not an external sale, what type of value you would actually realize in the external market so that you can set a fair price for all concerned. Then we start taking a look at the market synergy value. So this is something slightly different. It's where you're actually in a position to have a strategic sale with a competitor or a related industry that wants to grow by obtaining your market share, and that might represent that they will pay more for your business than they might otherwise, than somebody else might do. And then of course we start taking a look at what is the value through investment eyes, whether it's listing on the stock exchange or private investors. Each of those is different, but it leads to having to look at the entire strategy because it influences your exit options. And those could be a transfer, could be internal sale, could be external, as we've discussed, or private equity groups or listings. Now these are just 5 of many options, but I just want to show that when you take a look at this, you actually have to tie it all the way back to your goals, because there's a real trade-off between the complexity and effort and time that you need to invest into getting your business ready in order to address a certain type of exit strategy which will give you a potential sales price. So this is a trade-off, and you need to make serious decisions about what you want to achieve, and then we guide you through this process, and we talk you through, and we make sure that you understand what is involved in an exit plan. Then of course we finally get to the stage of implementation. We've done the exit plan. Now we start looking at the implementation thereof. What we look at is lifting your business value. So we've identified in the exit plan process a whole range of issues, how important they are and what type of impact they're likely to have on you, and the likelihood of this event happening. Using that, we were able to identify specific tactics to lift your business value. And in order to do so, we have to have a specialist team which have been put together specifically for your exit and transition so that you can achieve the end goal. And that is an exit planning process and implementation.
Thank you for watching. And if you ever need to lift your business value or create an exit strategy, Exit Alliance has the tools, the resources, and the connections to make it happen.